Hi everyone. I was wondering if you heard there was a doctor, I think it was in New York City, I want to say Mount Sinai or that other hospital, it's a hospital in the Bronx, who was singing a song to cheer people up. It's called Stand By Me. I don't know, I think I told it in the story where I got attacked. I used to work in the psychiatric emergency as a suicide counselor, and we had a patient who was singing Stand By Me, ironically. And the words are really nice if you listen to the words, but I kept listening to him sing it and I knew he was going to explode. That's what we would call, that's before, they explode basically. So I had told him, you have to restrain him because it's not getting safe. And everyone was busy and, every excuse in the world. Bottom line, they didn't restrain him, kept singing that song. My office was in a corner. If anyone was to come in my room, they could block me in the room. And long story short, I told the story about, I'm pretty sure I did. So he attacked me, but not in the bad way as you think a woman gets attacked, just physically attacked me. So after that, the song Stand By Me just was a whole nother awful, I didn't want to hear it. When I heard it, it just kept reminding me of that awful, awful day I had. I ran into the nurse's station to try to call security because nobody was there, just me alone. Everyone went off to the other side part of the hospital, left me there alone. Tried to call security. They had bulletproof glass that he went right through like an animal with his arms up right at me, but I thought it was bulletproof because they told me that, and that's how I got glass in my eyes. And I had abrasions on my whatever, I don't know. But anyhow, so when I heard this doctor singing the song, this is the first time that I've heard it in a long time, and it had a whole new meaning. Listening to the words, listening how we all need each other. This is a time we need each other. Everyone needs somebody. And I was going to write down the words. When you're not strong, da-da-da. We all need somebody to lean on, something like that. So hopefully when this is all over, if it ever is, I think we're never going to have a new normal. I think we're going to probably walk around with masks all the time for quite a while. But anyhow, I hope everyone can still remember back to this time. I don't know if any people who, we're not, like, we have leftovers back in the day when I could eat, okay? So if we had a meal left over, we would eat it. My first marriage, my ex-husband was that way because he came from a big family. So we leftovers, we always ate the next day. My second husband, he would waste. If it was ate once, it should go in the trash. That's how his psycho mother raised him. So, not saying people that waste food are crazy. I'm talking about his mother who was crazy. But like people sometimes, you push something back to the fridge or you might waste some. I'm not saying I didn't waste anything ever, but I really tried to because my mom always brought me up because she lived through a time when I don't even want to talk about, people came to their country and took over their country, so they knew how sacred things were. So anyhow, I always try not to waste anything, but sometimes, like an avocado, for instance. I read how to keep an avocado good. Well, this was before the avocado choking spell. So I cut a half, left the pit in. It said to put some, not orange juice, lemon juice. I had the little lemon thing. Put it on it, wrap it in plastic, and then it will last till the next day. So I looked the next day, whereas I might have put the whole thing in and put it in the fridge and put it with saran wrap, and then the next day it was pretty black and disgusting that you couldn't eat it. So this way I left it whole, the half whole with the pit in, with the lemon juice, and there was some black on the top. I just scraped it off, and then I put the rest, took the pit out, put the rest in, which didn't leave much, and that's the one that I choked horribly on. But anyhow, so I'm very, very conscious of something like that if I'm not going to eat the whole thing, and that was Polly and I were eating it. So a half avocado was enough for us because we mixed the shredded Mexican cheese, sour cream, and salsa. We don't have a lot of salsa, we just have a little for taste. But so instead of using the whole thing and risking it all getting black and yucky, I cut it in half, and very, very conscious because everything very, very sacred. So I don't know if anyone else has come to that conclusion that you're more conscious of things. So how's everyone doing otherwise? How's it in your area? I heard some places are going to open up. I'm just going to plead the fifth. I'm not going to talk about how I feel about it because I still feel very bad. Don't feel well. Still worrying about my son. But let me know how you're doing in your states. How's it going as far as, are they opening up? Have you reached your apex? Is it leveled up? All those things. And how are you doing personally? So for now, don't forget to subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, share. Sharing is caring. Don't forget to pay for it. It feels good in your heart, Polly's heart and mine. Help anyone you can. Call a friend, a neighbor, a family member. If you can do Zoom or whatever. I don't have a computer. I can't do any of that stuff, which is really too bad. Someone asked if I could do a Facebook chat, or I don't know what it's called. I can't. My phone is literally like sliced in half. It's on my Instagram. I put a picture of it on. So if you take a phone standing up, say that's the phone standing up, that's the front, that's the back, it just sliced in half. Both sides are open. The phone is not to be opened. It's an Android. You used to be able to open them, but now you can't. So it just like my first phone, my other phone, my Android exploded open. So this, I think what happened was it had not in the biggest explosion of this first one, but it kind of exploded, expanded, and it split up. And then the inside thing split too that's there. So I'm holding it together by a broken case on top of it. So if we ever disappear from here, well, hopefully the only reason would be because my phone is kaput. But I'm just being very careful with my phone. But if you want to look at that on my Instagram, I believe it's under Sandy Mom. So for now, I hope you're doing well as you can be. Comment below how you're doing. Stay safe, stay well. Bye, everyone.